Music City, USA, Nashville, Tennessee. Today, Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Puts it out of the air. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
And the Dogs are rolling down the field. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Georgia! And they have the first points of the game.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator, because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Moore. Makes a move. Got a little room. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target spot.
So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Out offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Finds the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the off.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. The sweet feet buy a little time. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The Dogs in the hurry up. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field is this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they...
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls in the deep ball. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The corners are walked up tight. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Makes the grab outside. It's Fletcher. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. First down and more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
To the air, it's Stockton. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off play action on first down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
How about the taking the shot off the RPO? A lot of times you see RPO routes and you throw it real quick, whether it's a bubble or a glance, but they're like, nah, I'm going to fake the run right here, take a deep shot. The offense being very...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And now on second down for this offense. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. At the 20. Touchdown, Dogs. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
They're trying to slam it in. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Gonna look downfield again. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense picks it up.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course, got his hand on the football for the deflection.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He takes it at the 45. And the returner is stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Moore to the air. Makes the grab. It's Casper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here comes the option. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a 1-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out. Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
They could have used a little bit more. Pickup of 3, it's 3rd and 7.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
With the catch, it's Casper. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Somehow, they got up off the deck, and they got back in the game, and they're all tied up.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
With the catch, it's Taylor. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lost to throw again. Lets it fly on the move. Touchdown Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Coming out with it, it's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The sure hands, it's Casper. He's in open space downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore to the air. Grab near the marker. It's low. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's low.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Steps away to find some room. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy.
Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. DB's right up on the receivers. Rush is on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Petty. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down.
Going over the top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that one.
He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Petty. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. He might want another play. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
defense just can't cover this guy. We've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. The give. Touchdown, Ducks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game, and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by 1. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.